Yeah, man. I mean,
we had an incident with Brandon actually, right? So this is very recent. Someone alluded to us that this particular person is on radio, you know, and they would get your song out there, which is always good.
Okay.
Because there's like 8 million listeners or whatever.
Oh, so the mundo so causing.
Yes.
Okay.
And then when we approach them to say, yo, like what's the process? Yeah, they said they want $1,000 in cash.
So we're still paying for songs to play on radio.
Apparently.
Raj, another thing that I wanna get into, just online I've been seeing you've been very, very active. And then you've been talking about plans of releasing an album, and you've been talking about plans of releasing a book. I want to understand why you chose to write a book.
Okay, so I said, basically through artistry, what I'm doing is I'm expressing ideas from an understanding I've come to. See, when I look at religious structures, like any sort of religious structure you might look at, I am blown away. I'm not religious, I'm not a religious person.
Why are you looking at religious structures if you're not religious?
No, thing is, because you gotta expand your mind, man.
Okay.
So the thing is, when I look at those structures, I'm blown away because of how they've structured their thing, how they can drive a message into your head, or how they can make you have an emotional connection to whatever they say and whatever understanding they're trying to bring forward. Can't I use the same strategy? Can't I make you understand something and at the same time make you have a deeper connection with that understanding that I'm bringing forward to you? In terms of the melodies, how I put together the melodies, how I structure the songs and everything. I aim to move you with the music.
Does it make sense now why it has a gospel track as his intro?
Because when we were driving here, we were talking about it.
Yeah.
My viewpoint was, if you open an album with a gospel song, then it's followed by a soft love song, which was track 2. It paints a certain picture, which this is what I'm going to expect. It sets the tone for the whole album for me. Okay, so this is an emotional dude going on an emotional journey.
I feel you.
So now it makes sense why you went that route.
Yeah, man, and just to finish up that point, it's true. And just to finish up that point, the writing part is the understanding part, because that's where I'm trying to give you deeper insight into these ideas. Movement without direction is useless, and vice versa as well.
That's true. That's a very good quote.
That's true.
And for me, with anybody who ever picks up a CD or maybe that downloads something from me, they should never expect anything. I think that's what art is about, right? Art is about the depth that you can go to. If it becomes predictable, for me it's like it loses me. Because
I feel you.
Yeah, I like it when it's a journey. So basically, what the whole project is about. Okay, what the book is about, in a nutshell, it speaks around 4 questions. What are you? Why is it important for you to ask yourself such questions?
Okay.
How is a mind that lives thinking about such questions? And how is a mind that lives without contemplating about such questions? Basically, it's based on an idea that I hold on to as truth. A clear view of self will give birth to peace in mind for the individual. And with peace in mind comes a whole lot of other things that are regarded as good for a mind to have. I'm talking your diligence, discipline, like the calmness of mind, and with all of those things in your mind, you tell me where you can't go and what you can't achieve. There's nothing, it's all good things. Your mindset will spring from that, it will take form from that, and it will give birth to certain type of choices, and certain type of choices will build a certain type of reality that you will have to experience.
Alright, I get that, but I don't want you to go too much, because I end up spilling the whole book here. And then people don't buy it. I want to know, how did you find that point? How did you get there? How does one find themselves there?
From being a street nigga to being a spiritual guru.
Well, on one level, I'd say I don't know.
Okay.
I
like that.
On another level, on an intellectual level, when you're trying to break down things, I'd say I went through the same process. Like I started observing, something nudged me towards the direction of observing self, and observing the nature of reality as well.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said before, like from the observation, I came to conclusions, and I took those conclusions, experimented with them in my own life, and from the experiments, I then came to an understanding.
Can you see the book?
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
People want to see it, bro.
100%, man. 100%.
This is the book, guys, called The Mirror. Why The Mirror?
The mirror, because I advocate for one taking a look at themselves.
Yeah.
And the mirror, I mean, it's a great reference whereby you can just go and look at yourself.
Yeah. I like it, bro.
This is the album.
I like it. There's a track I want to talk about on the album. It's called A Song from the Moon. It's produced by you. How did that track happen? That rapping, that approach where you rap like you're crying.
Yeah.
It worked on this track.
Yeah.
I loved it, bro. It stood out for me, and I want to know how. Like, I'm sorry because I'm bouncing from the book to the album, but it's both, like,
because it's the same thing.
It's the same thing, guys. This is if you're into reading, this is your thing. If you like listening, this is your thing too. I loved it, bro. I'm sorry. I love this track.
I will, though. Thank you very much.
Sure.
So the thing is, it was just one of those moments where I was just experimenting.
Yeah. It sounds like it.
Yeah,
it sounds like
it was just I do that a lot, bro. Like I said before, for me, art is a journey.
Yeah.
Bro. So anybody who likes what I do,
Yeah.
follows the shit that I do, they shouldn't expect anything from me.
Okay.
They should just expect a journey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You expect to be taken through a journey.
Yeah.
So one of those experimental sessions, I came up with that.
Yeah.
I was in a lot of feelings.
You like, what if I rap the gospel track in the club, basically. That's your thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, cool.
Knowing you might do that.
Yeah, you might.
Actually,
It did.
Actually, because
It did on this track.
This track in my set. It is in my set actually on this track.
Okay, for real.
No, like you have to realize when you're making a song, you put a lot into a song, a lot of energy, and energy is the only thing you have in the world.
Yeah.
You run out of energy, you run out of life.
Yeah.
You understand? And so if you've invested that entity that is so valuable,
Yeah.
why not make sure that it gets to as many people especially if you believe in the song.
Yeah.
I advocate for holistic health. So the thing is, when people talk about health, there's more emphasis on the body.
Yeah.
Gandhi, what a person is more than just the body. I mean, there's the spiritual side to you. You have the mind as well,
Yeah.
and then you have the body.
Yeah.
So what about the
Spirit
health
too.
of the mind?
Yeah.
What about the health of the spirit?
Yeah.
You know, and so I advocate for holistic health. Actually, there's something called Mushi. It's Mind Unity Spirit Health Yoga. I'm connected to other people who deal with the body as well. Like they just deal with the body. Because me, I'm more mind because I'm into psychology, human psychology. I have other people that I work with that deal with spiritual well-being as well. And so we're just trying to bring everything together. We're going to be doing a lot of activities around that. You're still going to see more of that, Mushi. Look out for that.
Awesome stuff.
amazing.
Yeah. Thank you so much. You
It's
see, we
amazing.
learn every day.
We
This
learn
is what
every
it's
day.
about.
Yeah, we
For
learn
me, so this is the first episode, and I'm just really happy that we got someone.
It actually happened, bro.
Yeah, the fact that it actually happened from a Facebook status.
I don't have a message to give. That's what I always say. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to show you something that I've seen, right? So just a quick analogy, Imagine that me and you live in the forest, in the woods. We have a cabin there, And one morning I say I'm taking a walk. I'm seeking for peace, right? Whilst I'm taking the walk, seeking for the peace, I come across beauty. Beauty so divine that it stops me right there. However you can imagine it.
It does sound like a woman, bro.
Yeah, however you can imagine it.
Sounds
If
like a
that
woman.
can stop you dead in your tracks, and that's what it is. So this beauty makes me even forget that I was seeking for peace, right? And so I'm standing right there. I'm experiencing this beauty,
Yeah.
And whilst I'm doing that, I develop a hunger to have somebody next to me to share this experience with, right? And that hunger becomes so strong that it drives me away from the beauty back to you, right? So when I get back to you, let me just ask you first before I go on. What would you rather I do? Would you rather I tell you about it? Would you rather I direct you to it? Or would you rather I take you to it if you had to choose one?
Take me to it.
Yeah.
I'll say the same thing.
Yes, that's what I've opted for as well.
Yeah.
I'd like you to come with me. I want to show you beauty that I've seen.
Yeah.
Right? And why would you like to see this beauty? It's because it is reflective in its nature. When you're standing there experiencing this beauty, you see yourself. And that's the mirror. You see yourself in the process as well, right? And it is from experience, personal experience. I'll tell you, it is a beautiful thing to see oneself. Because all of those qualities that we were talking about, diligence, peace in mind, steadfastness, all of those things, they come from a mind that has seen itself.
All right.
Yeah.
Go,
so
bro.
basically, that's what I'm about in a nutshell.
Thank you so much. This is First Things First. I'm Ballistic.
And I'm urbanized.
I'm Rajah.
Thank you guys for for watching, and Rajah, thank you again, my brother,
Man,
for
thank
coming
you for
and
having me,
making the
brothers.
time.
Thank you for having me.
This guy sounds like he's got a lot to say. Hopefully we'll have him on the second one. You know what I mean? He has to come back here, share more light and stuff. So guys, we're done, eh?
Yeah, we're done.